Your life is the gift that you've been given, but how you live your life is the gift that you give back. Welcome this Monday morning to Jacqueline's Corner, where we share thoughts, tips and tools on how to reach for your greatness, to how to live in your own possibilities, and how to be the best you that you can be. Many of us, not even, I think the majority of people are discontented with their lives. They're dissatisfied. They feel that life hasn't been fair to them. And sometimes I wonder, does it really occur to us that what we make of our lives is what we make of it? We all are sent here with talent. Nobody is sent on earth without a purpose. But the problem lies in finding the purpose, finding your talent, and harnessing it. Like the parable of talent in the Bible would say, some of us are given, then we choose to bury it, sit on it, and return fruitless. We return without leaving any legacy behind. We become moaners through life. We moan about everything, complain, and then usually, misery likes good company, and it finds company easily. You can check on social media, you find people who mourn from morning from January to December. They have something to complain about. If it's not their job, it's a relationship, it's the government. The government or whatever doesn't owe you anything. Nobody owes you anything. What you get is what you owe yourself. The government, yes, can make life a little more comfortable by making social amenities available, but achieving your goals, reaching for your greatness is nobody's responsibility but yours. We'll use those as excuses, as scapegoats, to buttress on why we haven't achieved what we want to, why we are not pursuing our passion, why we're just doing time. We're spending time doing time. We're spending time being stuck in a job that we are so dispassionate about. We don't like it. We're just existing, doing the necessary, eat, sleep, and some money to pay the bills. And before you know it, time keeps passing and you're wondering, one day you wake up and you feel disenfranchised. You feel that life hasn't treated you right. On a scale of 1 to 10, how exactly do you see your life? And what do you think about yourself and in respect to life? Do you see life as something that just happened to you and that you just have to get on with it? Or do you see life as a blessing, as an opportunity, as a big playing field that you are filled with so much? Do you appreciate every moment that you are given? How do you live in your moments? You may not have been in a position to choose the start of your story, but with the value of knowledge that you've got, you are in a position to write the end of your story the best way that you can look back and love it. It doesn't matter your demographic, it doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter where you come from. We are all given opportunities to make a difference wherever we are. It is only a human that has a dynamic capability of transforming themselves. If you're not satisfied with your body, you transform your body. You transform yourself. If you're not happy about, your health, maybe you're overweight, like some of us, then you have a plan. You put a plan in place. You motivate yourself to do something. Complaining about it has never changed anything, will never change anything, will actually make it worse. All those negative people and energy that you surround yourself with and watching mindless television that gives you nothing, and yet you wake up wondering why you are bored, why you are dissatisfied with life. Why don't you take a deep look at yourself? Take a look at your surroundings. How do you feel about what you do daily? What do you need to change? Anything that is not serving you, get rid of it. The excess weight, it's not serving you, it's not good for your health. Put a health plan in place. Get rid of it. Relationships that are dead, that are toxic, that don't serve you, get rid of it. You don't need it. Are you in a relationship that you're not happy being in? There are two things. If it's fixable, fix it. If it's not, then move on. It's either goodbye or hello. You can't sit on the fence. You've got to live with a passion. You've got to do something that you love every day. Then that way you wake up in the morning with a bounce in your feet. Even if you're stuck in a rut right now, like you're in a job that you're not particularly passionate about, that's not what you think your call is, what plans are you making to move from that point to the next one? Are you just going to continue complaining about it from 1st of January to the 31st of December, and the following year you find yourself still doing the same thing, the same cycle repetitively all over and over again? What favors are you doing yourself? Before you know it, it's time is gone. But you know, one thing I keep saying is, so long as the clock of your heart is ticking, there's time to make a change. Wherever you are right now, at this point in time in your life, what are the changes you need to do? What are the changes that you need to make? What is that thing that you have settled? You know, when you settle in your comfort zone. You don't want to shift, or you're too afraid. You think they're going to laugh at you. You think people are going to tell you, oh, it's too... Sometimes it's not even what people do. It's your own limitations. You're the one that tells yourself. I think we are our own biggest enemies. I can give you an example. Before I started making these videos, I was like, oh, you know what? Why don't you finish attending the life coaching lessons? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Attend all these workshops. Then you can feel that you have enough qualification to be able to talk to people. And I had to tell my mind to shut up and get out of my way, because I have somewhere to be. I need to go where I need to go. And I am not going to wait until I can afford, because as it was, or as it is, I can't afford some of the courses. I looked at the cost and I like, oh my goodness, I can't afford this right now. But I know that I can attract the funds that will fund the courses that I want to. But I have to start from where I am. So I had to get rid of the excuses, because they are just that. I just had to tell my mind, shut up. Then some days my mind will say, what are you really going to say that these people don't know about already? And I said, you know what? I'm going to stand up. And if you don't want to stand with me, fine, take a seat. I'll still speak. And then my mind just shut up. And just keep repeating it. There's a song of Jimmy Cliff that comes to my mind anytime I start going through things like this. It says, you can get it if you really want, but you must try, try and try, try and try. You succeed at last. You've got to try. I would rather keep jumping and finding that one of my wings is clipped than not trying. Who knows, one day the wings will open fully and I'll be sailing the skies. But you've got to try. You've got to stop planting excuses in your own way. You've got to stop being your own limitation, your own stumbling block. You've got to motivate yourself. Yes, there are days, really. The truth is, there are days that you feel tired. You feel that you've put it in so much and nothing. But the secret is self-mastery. Mastering your emotions. Or better known as emotional intelligence. We've got to keep on self-mastering. You can't stop. That is the key to your motivation. Mastering yourself consistently, developing yourself consistently. You know what it does for you? It expands your vision. It expands your focus. It expands your life in so many ways, not just your job, not just your passion, not just your relationship, even your finances, in everything, your social life, everything just gets better because you have taken the time to work on yourself, because you're taking the time to improve on who you are. But if you don't improve on who you are, you stagnate. How do you improve on who you are? Some might wonder, oh, I don't have the money to go for workshops or to attend some of these things, or to listen. There is always a way. There are free workshops that can impact on you. If you can't find, there are online resources out there that can impact on your life. You can listen to motivational speeches from humble people like us. You can read. You see, reading, it is invaluable. There is so much. When I open a book, I see it like a door. It's a door that opens up to a treasure house. You do not know what you're going to find in there until you've opened it. And I read a book, not just for entertainment, I read a book with the mind of what am I going to get out of this? Is it going to make me a better writer? Is it going to teach me a moral lesson? Is it going to make me laugh? There's so much you could pick up, but you've got to start. You've got to wake up in the morning intending your day. When I say intending your day, you wake up listening to the right kind of message. When you listen to the right kind of messages, it activates your subconscious to start working, even when you're not aware of it. Your subconscious absorbs this message, and that sets the pace of your day. But when you wake up and you start listening to things that don't really add much benefit to your life, what do you get? What you see is what you get. What you listen to becomes what you keep listening to, becomes the message that lives in your mind and becomes your focal point. So you've got to change your focal point. You've got to look within to motivate yourself, not necessarily without. Sometimes, yes, the external factors help, but the main change happens from within. The main decision comes from within. Are you going to keep spending time just passing time in life, or are you going to start living life to the fullest by stopping to do the things that really give you pleasure? Not just your hobbies, but have time for life. Smile. Yes. Smile. Don't be a moaner. Don't be that damp, wet blanket that always brings down everybody's spirit, and including yours especially. You walk along sluggishly during the day without any motivation. What do you expect? You've got to ginger your mind. You know ginger, spicy? Yes, you've got to ginger your mind. Find what causes your adrenaline to your excitement level, your happiness. Your happiness is within. You've got to reach in deep. Take a deep breath, reach into your belly and pull it up. Even when you can't find it, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. It's your life. You've got one life to live, and you can't live without leaving a legacy. I keep saying to myself, Jacqueline, you've got to stamp your foot so hard on the ground that you leave footprints that even when you're no longer here, your progeny would look back and say, she lived, she came, she strived, and she thrived. That's what my message is to you today. Don't settle for less than you know that life can give you, because life has so much more to offer. But you have to be the one to reach for it. You've got to be the driver. Nobody owes you anything. Life is not going to come and hand it over to you. You've got to reach for what you want. You've got to reach for your greatness. You've got to go. Got to keep going, even when it looks hard, even when it is so tough. Yes, you are in a rut. How do you get out of the rut? By motivating yourself, by improving on who you are daily, every day, every aspect of you. If there are relationships that are causing you to stagnate, that are instead of nourishing you and helping you to flourish, please get rid of them by all means. If there are relationships that, well, you can't help, like family, fix it. By fixing yourself. Everything, the way anybody affects you is dependent on you. So you've got to fix yourself. You can change the other person, but you can change yourself, right? So that's one thing you can do for yourself. Stop praying about, oh God, please change John. No, change Jacqueline. Yeah, more like it. You're in a better position to allow, to dissimulate what you hear. It depends on how you want it to affect you, then it affects you. But my message to you today is, do not settle. Don't just exist and spend time passing time. Find what works for you and live your life to the fullness of your days, so that when you leave, you are, if it's possible to have a plaque that says, he came, he conquered, or he came and he thrived. Yes, something like that. Not being gifted and you go back living nothing. What a waste. Thank you for listening to me this morning. It's been a nice time. I always love doing this, even though I'll be honest with you, some days I'm scared. I don't know what I'm telling people. How the heck, who am I to tell them when I haven't got it all sorted in my own way? But you know what? I find that sharing with others helps me too. Helps me to look inwards and help myself. So thank you for listening. Please do subscribe if you've not. If you think this video can be of help to anybody, please do share it. I appreciate that. And I look forward to seeing you again next week. Lest I forget, your assignment this week is sit down and find out what is it that you are settling for less. How can you change that? How can you change that? Over and out. You take care and be blessed.